Gentlemen, I'm about to teach you how to be a top 1% man. Now, the first step to being a high value man is never ever, in a genuine, serious manner, in a genuine, serious conversation, refer to yourself as a high value male. Listen, I'm gonna be very honest and real with you. There is pretty much no one in the whole manosphere, red pill space that is actually about it. I know their personal lives, I know behind the scenes, and most of these men are dating subpar women or don't have real respect or can hold frame with the woman that they're with. You think Drake and Brad Pitt are telling their friends or girls they're dating or their wife, I'm so high value, look at me? No. You think someone like Patrick Bet-David, which is one of the only few people I genuinely, truly respect and look up to in this whole social media bullshit, influencer, this, that space. I can tell you right now, he's not sitting at dinner tables telling people just how high value he is. And I would call the top 1% simply the new Renaissance men. So in this video, I'm gonna run through 3 concepts the new Renaissance men live by, and I'm speaking mainly, but it applies to everything in life, concepts to attract the opposite sex. You still need to get your income up, you need to get your resources up. The most important concepts that the new Renaissance man lives by is making things look effortless. But everything must appear effortless. Everything must appear as smooth as possible. I'll give you a small example. I would say that 90 to 95% of the time when I'm going on a date, I order for the other person. Now, it's probably a smart idea to suggest it and ask, would you like me to order for the table? And I can tell you from experience, 99% of women would rather the man just take charge, take lead, and just order. Experience of going to dinner is effortless. She doesn't need to think about it. So I highly suggest you do the same. And in order to do the same, because you don't want to look like an idiot, before you go, study the menu. Or if you're like me, I'm a creature of habit. There's maybe only 5-6 restaurants I like going to. I know the menu pretty much back to front at this point. So either study the menu before you go, or just make it a habit of going to the same few places. Now, the next thing is the bill. I highly suggest, as you guys are coming towards the end of your meal, either you or her will go to the restroom. If she goes to the restroom, square away the bill very quickly. If you know that you're done with your meal, you're not gonna order anything else, or vice versa. If you go to the restroom at the end of the meal, just square away the bill while you're going to the restroom. And once again, this is another era of effortlessness. There is no bill at the end, you fumbling for your wallet, trying to pay, trying to maintain conversation while that's happening. If you are still the sort of guy that thinks you should go on a date and split the bill with a woman, please just unsubscribe to my channel. You don't belong here. You belong in the kiddie sandpit playing with the other children. You are not a man. I'm trying to educate and nurture the next generation of stand-up men. And for me personally, in my opinion, that is not a very stand-up thing to do, to split the bill with a woman on a date. If you do it right, if you plan it right, if you make the whole experience effortless, then this is truly the stuff of dreams, of fantasies, of movies. This is the stuff that women dream of. It's this effortlessness that everything just seems to be going right. And that's what she sees. And that's what really women want to see, is just effortlessness. And that's why women love all of these romantic movies and these rom-coms and stuff like that. Obviously, she doesn't realize that on the backside, you're here planning everything and making sure everything goes in order. So things shouldn't be effortless, but they should look effortless. You need to remember in general to be the guy rather than telling her you're the guy. Now, the next concept is you need to be a modern gent. And when I say be a gentleman, some people think I mean be a simp. No, you need to understand how degenerate and crazy the modern dating world is. You need to look at her Instagram and understand realistically what kind of girl is she. You should be able to ask small fielding questions to her, see how she reacts in different environments, and from that derive realistically what kind of girl is she. So definitely you need to learn how to have your wits about you, but once you have fully scoped out a woman and assessed the quality of a woman, and if that sounds bad to some people, assess the quality of a woman, well, you think a woman isn't assessing the quality of a man. It goes both ways. Now, the first one is pick up a girl and drop her home. Don't say, oh, I'll meet you there at 9 o'clock. Pick her up on the way. That's a gentlemanly thing to do. And obviously after, make sure she gets home safely. The next simple thing, pull out the chair for her. And here's the next thing, and this might be a little graphic, make her finish first. Listen, if you want to get your numbers up and you want to have another notch in your belt, sure, just have sex. But quite frankly, if you want women that are going to stay around for a long time because they respect you, they're obsessed with you, they adore you, then you need to stop watching porn. You need to stop all this over-sexualization. You need to drop your ego and maybe learn a thing or two about female anatomy and the correct way to pleasure a girl. And once again, just a reminder, all of the things that I just listed, if a woman does not treat you with respect, if she is late, if she is on her phone all the time during your date, if she is all of these things and you still do all of those acts and do it for a prolonged period of time, even though she disrespects you, you are a simp. If a woman is nothing but respectful to you, on time, listens, is not on her phone, has positive, uplifting energy, and you do all of those things, you are a gentleman. You are the modern gent. So there's a very big difference. You need to understand that difference. Now, the last concept that the new Renaissance man lives by, or the top 1% that I would consider lives by, is never get comfortable. If you're in a relationship with some women, they will try to keep you in bed and cuddle and, oh, you don't need to go to the gym, you already went 3 times this week, and all this stuff. You'll have certain women that try to tempt you with morning sex every morning instead of getting up, training, showering, and getting straight to work. So you need to acknowledge that women will constantly test you. They will constantly try to make you comfortable, and being comfortable is how you become complacent and weak. Be proud of your situation, but never be satisfied with where you are. Always keep pushing. Because you have time on your side, there's no doubt that you will be successful. Where I will truly see your colors is if you will stay successful. And this is a very important message for all of you guys. If you stay at whatever you're doing for the next 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, you will be successful. That is not a doubt. I've never seen someone stay at something for a prolonged period of time with unwavering focus and discipline and not be successful. The real question and the real test and the real place where legends are made is once you are successful, what do you do then? Do you get complacent? Do you falter? Do you get comfortable? Or do you keep pushing forward every day? So that, my friend, is the last subtle concept that the top 1% man lives by. So I want you to know that I'm watching from afar as a big brother of sorts, and as always, I'm rooting for you.